What's up, y'all? It's Nifty Q. That's Gifted. We are bringing you another rehash. It is Friday the 13th. Very, very spooky. We are here bringing all of the Web3 and NFT news right to your doorstep. We've been enjoying these. Congratulations on getting to another week in Web3. Gif, you doing anything cool this weekend, man?
Nah, nothing planned right now other than working on the coffins. But hey, I'm excited to be here with y'all, bringing you again, like you said, the daily rehash. It's the top 10 stories in Web3 from the last 24 hours in just 10 minutes. So we're going to dig right into it here, y'all. Q, what's up first?
The arena is opening on Sunday. We do have a formal announcement from the team here saying we are going to pause trading after the opening, but we do see users being able to go back into the platform. Okay, so another SocialFi competitor, of course, Stars Arena is in that top tier, I think, for those platforms that are competing there. So, you know, they do have 90% of the funds back. We will see if they'll give any more. They did say they had all of the funds prior to receiving it back from that white hat hacker, if you want to call him that. So yeah, Stars Arena opening on Sunday. Good luck, everybody.
I'll be there. But all right, let's move on to the next story here. Something else that we're excited about. 10KTF's PFP Collection, highly anticipated. By the way, we have a few more details. Apparently, it's going to be called the Grailed. So they've unveiled the branding for this upcoming collection. Looks pretty sweet. You can see some details inspired by seminal moments in Wagmi San's life. Stories are lessons representing a balance of virtues that can make him who he is today. And some more details there. So yeah, looks cool. I'm excited to see where this collection goes.
Yeah, shout out to Espresso, the account that we linked in that thread as well. He does a great job keeping up with the spaces. I was actually in one of his spaces earlier today. So yeah, big shout out to that guy. 10KTF has been under the microscope a little bit. The community has been feeling a little bit of the FUD from the Yuga reorganization. There were some wording pieces there as well, talking about the other side. So we will see 10KTF go heavily into that ecosystem even more than they have already done. All right, speaking of Yuga Labs, we do have an announcement here from Jeff Nicholas, the creative director over at the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Yuga Labs. And that's really the story here, is that they're going to be separating the two brands, Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club. We've seen a lot of the gaming side be shown on the BAYC X or Twitter profile. And really the community is kind of saying, hey, it's kind of getting rid of the Yacht Club vibes. It's getting rid of the sentiment that we all want to see from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. We don't want to see all these mini game updates and things like this. So that's exactly what they're doing. Jeff Nicholas saying we'll be separating them out. If you're participating in things like heavy metal gaming, you'll be able to get that info clearly in one place. If you aren't, you'll be able to clearly understand what's going on with BAYC and MAYC without getting drowned out.
Your org is showing. That's what you say whenever you start to focus too much on the brand architecture or the communication issues or whatever, and it's not just a clear good experience for everybody else, right? It's whenever you got these complicated ecosystems, brand architecture becomes very, very important, and it's great to see Jeff Nicholas is still part of that team over there figuring it all out. Yeah, it does seem like a lot of people feel like they focus too much on the mini games and that got away from the club aspect. But anyway, we'll see where that goes. And the next story, Wale.Swoosh has a new thing. It's called WALE Tank. No, this is not the Killer Sharks. It's a whole other sort of Shark Tank-esque show. I think this is happening on X Spaces. But you can see some details here, co-host. That looks cool. I think the first one was today.
Yeah, links are in the description if you want to check this out. This was the first episode for WALE Tank, and you're right, Gif. I would rather listen to whale talk all day other than watching that killer whales that's posted. What was the I keep forgetting. I think it was CoinDesk. It was CoinMarketCap. I don't know. Anyways, I rather listen to this first episode today.
Heck yeah.
All right, I have an announcement from Gutter Dan. This one was bittersweet, man. We have the official announcement from the Gutter Cat Gang team saying we are moving on and passing this off to Malo Dreams or Noah here. So reading directly from his post here, beyond excited to see the Gutter thrive behind Malo Dreams' strong leadership. Thanks to all of you who have helped build the Gutter into a worldwide brand. This one was bittersweet, man. We had Gutter Dan on the channel all the way back in the day when they first launched the Gutter Cats. So this is just crazy to see, but I think needed for the Gutter Cat Gang.
Sure, and excited that the new owner, new person taking over, Noah, might be joining us on the network very soon. So that's pretty cool. Look forward to that conversation. And looking forward to this, we have an announcement of an announcement from one of our favorite Web3 games, Parallel TCG, teasing out the Planetfall presale here with some pretty cool art. I mean, they always have cool art, but I love to see it. It's very like cinematic poster style. And yeah, the details that we have is basically that it launches October 28th and that there's more details coming soon. But yeah, looking pretty cool. This is Planetfall coming soon from Parallel.
Yeah, to all the folks that are kicking my ass on the October Game Pass right now, I appreciate you for humbling me. We're almost halfway through that Game Pass, so yeah, the team is launching a ton of different products. Planetfall, we don't even know the details. Is it land? Is it some type of other characters? I don't know, but they have so many things going on. It makes you question, but also the team has done nothing but deliver from the time that they've come out. So yeah, big bull vibes there in the Parallel ecosystem. Not so bullish probably in the Blur ecosystem, but we do see a Blur Foundation proposal looking to essentially increase a platform fee that will then go into buying Blur tokens and burning it. So maybe some bullish news there on the Blur token front. Reading directly from the post, this proposal would add a 1% base trading fee for the Blur Marketplace protocol. It's proposed these fees would be used to systemically buy back and burn Blur daily. You using Blur based off this piece of news here, Gift Ed?
I mean, it's not really changing any of my day-to-day, behaviors per se. Who would have thought that we'd find ourselves here, though? Where things seem to be going so well for Blur there for a while. But it's always interesting to see what teams do to try and fix their tokenomics or their economies. We'll keep following it. And we're following Rec League, another one of our favorite Web3 games that has an important announcement here. This time, it's about partnering with OpenSea GG. Speaking of brand architecture, you can see how OpenSea is building out theirs around gaming right there. Nice little logo lockup, OpenSea GG. But yeah, you can see clearly teasing out some Rec League, maybe a stream, maybe a tournament, something that's going to be happening over there on that OpenSea GG Twitch profile soon.
Yeah, we've been eagerly awaiting the updates from Rec League since the tournament #1 there, the Mozzie's Mayhem quit. So they did actually come out on Discord after this announcement with OpenSea GG, and they said we are going to actually add custom matches via friend codes, selecting arenas to fight in, run it back for rematches. So that was a big announcement from Rec League because we haven't been able to play since. And a lot of people were asking, hey, I want to practice against some of my friends, and it looks like they're adding those features. All right, this has been one of the most talked about mint passes. That is Redbull Velocity Series. A lot of the talk and a lot of the chatter was around the Snowfro drop, and we finally got the details here from Snowfro himself. He's saying this is going to be an algorithmic embroiderable edition of 2000. You can see the actual digital piece here, as well as the embroidered piece on this pillow here. So a lot to break down here. Again, Velocity Series Pass has been one of the most talked about. I'll read directly from his post here. Each mint will be entitled to one embroidered Oracle Red Bull Racing team cap through a redemption process that will be announced down the line.
Yeah, and each one's a one of one. It's cool to see how algorithmic generative art is starting to be deployed into the physical world, into creative one of ones. We just saw the generative art tattoos with the robotic, tattoo arm doing it, and now you have generative art algorithms focused on one of one embroidery for unique clothing products. So very cool. Always cool to see what Snowfro's up to there, and here's the last story of the day. If you were wondering, if you've ever thought, what would it be like to actually be in the room during what is maybe the craziest saga of our lifetime, one of the biggest frauds of all time, if you could be a fly on the wall in some of those team meetings, well, guess what? Now you actually can, because there's been 57 minutes of audio released from an all hands meeting that was happening right as the shit was hitting the fan, Q.
Yeah, so in the timeline, this was around the time CZ had his bogus kind of bid for him. So I listened to about 35, 40 minutes of just bone-chilling audio. She was like giggling the entire time, while she was telling these employees that they were essentially laid off, that the hole that they had to dig out of was multiple billions of dollars. It's a wild thing to listen to. So I would suggest heavily go in the description, click into that link and listen to it. The employees had no idea the shock in their voices as they talked about what happens to our accounts that were at FTX. And it's just a crazy story, man.
This is going to be you're asking what I'm doing this weekend, Q. Now you know.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Hopefully you can touch some grass this weekend. This was the last rehash of the week. We'll be back on Monday. We promise, we think. We'll be back on Monday, right, Gift Dad?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will. Our Vibe, our tribe.